What's going on, guys? This is Spade. I was sent a care package from Hollyland to test out their new Lark MAX Duo setup. Now, this is going to look very familiar to some of you in terms of the packaging and what all you do with it and how it looks. So we have two transmitters, one receiver that goes to the camera. It came with a lot of neat stuff in the box. We'll show that in a minute. But the main thing the first thing I actually want to show off is how easy it is to get a recording from this transmitter to my computer compared to the Rode Wireless Go 2 system that I have. So this comparison video is going to be between these two units directly. I don't have the DJI wireless microphone stuff anymore, so I have this Hollyland Lark MAX Duo, and it's going to be compared to my Rode Wireless Go 2 setup. Right now, this is going to be direct recordings on the units themselves that we're going to be pulling and hearing and seeing how easy that is to do. The Rode requires a little more legwork. You can't just drag and drop anything. It does require a little more effort, but let's go ahead and see how fast we can get this going. The cool thing about the Lark MAX setup is that this acts as a USB drive. So as soon as you plug it into your computer, it's going to open up and you can just drag and drop. But the Rode system, which we're going to plug in first, that pops up. These are previous recordings, so we did this before, but apparently I had sound effects on my voice. All right. So we're going to click on, we got the Rode Central app going. We're going to be looking at the second recording here. Oh my God, my nose is just, we're going to click export. We can do loudness if we want to. We're going to leave it alone. We're going to click export desktop. And then here is our recording right down here. So we'll go ahead and click that, let that play. This is a test recording between the Rode Wireless Go 2 compared to the Lark MAX Duo, showing how easy it is to pull an audio recording from the device and get it onto your computer. As you can hear, that audio level's pretty quiet between the two, or between that. I noticed that these internal recordings, pulling them from these, they're very quiet. So now we're going to close out of the Rode setup. We're going to plug in the Lark, and it just opens up. Open the folder. And I'm pretty sure it was this one. And then we'll drag and drop. And then we'll click to play. All right. Red light's on. Now we're in record mode. This is going to be a test between downloading a recording from the Rode Wireless Go 2 to my PC versus the Lark MAX Duo to my PC. All right, so that one was extremely quiet as well. I had to turn my speakers or my levels all the way up in my mixer for me to be able to hear that. My PC audio is already set to 100. So that's how easy it is to get from a safety recording directly on the device to your computer. A little more legwork on the Rode. The first time I did this video, there was an update that stopped me from doing this and it deleted the audio track. So there was that. There's just a little more legwork on the Rode side. So ease of use and in terms of ease of use of pulling a recording, definitely giving it to the Lark MAX Duo. Okay, so now into a little bass comparison here. Now with the Rode Wireless Go 2 system, this is basically what you get. You just get a little foam pouch to hold your two transmitters, one receiver. You get one cable that goes to a camera body. That's it. It won't even connect to a cell phone and work properly. And you get 3 USB-C to USB-C charging cables. Now with the Hollyland system, you have like a hard shell case to carry everything in. So your cables would go in this top pouch here. The unit would go down here like so. So this is the unit, and it actually fits in there like that, and you can carry everything. But the cool thing that I found about Hollyland is that you have this case. They also send you every cable that you would need. So for me, this is all that came in the case. So I'm going to put up a little clip of everything that comes in the case. Disclaimer, it's gonna show 2 lav mics in that clip. Those were sent to me also by Hollyland as part of the kit that they sent me and wanted me to test out. They are not included in the main Lark MAX Duo kit. You'd have to buy those separately. So they're not included in this kit that you could buy at a retail scenario. But the cables provided: a little camera cable, 3.5, USB-A to USB-C, USB-C to USB-C, and then the coolest thing is a lightning cable to USB-C. So that means I can connect the receiver to my phone and be able to run one of the units on my person and then record to my phone with high quality audio if I'm the type of person that records content with my phone. So that was super good. The only downside is unless you have a cage or some type of mounting system for your phone, you're going to be holding both units. And to kind of give you an idea of how I had it set up and how I was holding it, I just plugged it in on the bottom like so. I just plugged this in on the bottom, plug the unit in. It's a USB plug on the side. And then in the testing video I was just holding it like this, walking around holding it like this, recording the video. We'll put that video in here right now. So just a little comparison video between the two. There's going to be a more full-length, more in-depth ones coming up between the two devices. This is just going to be a really quick sound recording test of recording from the unit itself directly to the iPhone using the included lightning cable to USB-C to the actual unit itself. Now, in terms of the case, there is an odd design. I will say it's odd just because it's weird for me. You can see these 2 circles in the top of the case. At first, I wasn't sure what those were for, but then I noticed the little magnetic clips right here. They're the perfect size to fit in there. These are to clip on your shirt, you know, if you want it to stay there. And these are some very strong magnets. But the thing is I was like, has to be a place for this to be held, but it's not. So it's an opposing magnet. It won't stay in there. So I have it pressed in there right now, and then I'm going to come around here and move my finger, and you can see where it magnetized to. It went to the edge here. They're opposing forces, so they don't store there. So how you're forced to store it is you clip it on the back like so, and you just slot it into it still fits snugly in the hole in the case. Just a little complaint, nothing major. It does come with fuzzy wind muffs that are clip-on style. They kind of clip on and lock on. They're not a twist lock like the Rode. So for me, I'm not a big fan of just something that clips on there, because if it gets bumped, it can just come right off. It pops off pretty easily. So in that scenario, I'd probably would use the lav mics that were provided. But as a whole, the whole system is really easy to use. They pair really easily. You just hold down the pairing button and then go to the pairing menu on the unit itself. We'll actually go through a video showing how to do that. But as a whole, we're going to do some more testing in the later part of the video, so stick around for that. But as a whole, right now, just comparing what you get with this kit versus what you get with the Rode Wireless Go 2 and the sound quality, the Lark MAX is already winning. So now we're just going to test the ranges and see what those look like.